Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 42 in season 2 of my Nightmare series, hanging out in Agrarian Skies, and today, life, the universe, and everything, because it's episode 42. Uh, Not really. We're going to get right to looking at what I did between episodes, which is to expand the village here quite a bit. I've got some buildings built, and let's see, got the old blacksmith building right here. There's a lot still needs to be done. I haven't put in the floors in some of these yet. This here is going to be the town tavern. I figured it was most appropriately straight across from the jail. So when the drunks get rowdy, they can go right to jail. And when the jailbirds get some free time, they can just wander across the street. When they get their parole, they can go straight across the street, get drunk. And let's see, we got the town well. I'll put that across from the little uh, center area here. It's the little brick house here. Down here we've got some low rent housing. And back here we have the village inn, which is the reason I built this building back here is this has a bunch of wooden doors, so this will increase the ability for the villagers to spawn. Other than it looks alright. It's supposed to be like the inn or the group home, whatever you want to call it. But the point is I needed a bunch of doors, and I wanted the village center. I figured that would move the village center away from my main platform as much as possible. And here we have the church. So use some stained glass. It's probably the most complete building I have so far. I still got to figure out some pews and maybe an altar up here. Not sure. I maybe should have. I started to make it 5 wide, and then I wanted a double door, and I wanted it to be kind of centered. So I don't know. It kind of works out, but not sure how the pews are going to work out because I can't really have an aisle. It's just going to be like maybe some seats on the side or something. Um, Not sure. Anyway, that's the church, and this is the original house I built. I put a couple of decorations in there, just a few things. Anyway, on to what I'm getting to do this episode. I added a few more basins to this to kind of speed up this process a whole bunch so we can get more glass. It should be working about 3 times faster because it's got two extra casting basins. And let's see, I want to work on setting up some stuff. I was looking at maybe doing this bee quest, but I think I'm going to have to I just have to breed some bees and then collect some Certus combs, some energetic combs, melocomb. I'm not even sure where the mellow comes from. I will have to check into that, but that I will most likely do between episodes, just get the bees ready to go, and then I will show you what I did to get that done. What I really want to work on is the hoarding quests, because that's where I need the most progress, and that's going to be a lot of work. So even more storage. That was the one I'm going to want to work on. To do that, I went ahead and programmed in the piece that needs to be crafted and all the sub pieces that need to be crafted for that. So if I look in here, I probably need to restart the process because I had to restart real quick. When I was recording the village, I of course had to disable the one mod, the Infernal Mobs, and enable the Cam Studios mod. Unfortunately, or fortunately, or however you want to look at it, the Cam Studios mod allows creative flight even when you don't have flight potion. I thought that was pretty cheaty, so I didn't want to have it enabled during my regular gameplay in my episode stuff. So I went ahead and disabled that, re-enabled the Infernal Mobs, because one of the things I will be doing today is going over to the Nether to set up the Ender Quarry in the Nether. But first I want to initiate that crafting process again because that needs to be going. So that would be a storage device. And we want to tell it to just go ahead and start crafting me one of those, and it will start working on that slowly, which it says it needs all kinds of stuff, which is fine. Quartz glass. Apparently I have not taught it how to make quartz glass, and that's one of the things it needs. So let's do that real quick. Quartz glass. Quartz glass right there. It's just regular quartz glass, which is Certus or Nether. Let's see, what do I have more of in here for quartz? It looks like I've got a pretty good abundance of Certus now, so I will go ahead and use Certus for this. Quartz glass, put that in there. I want to change this all to Certus, encode that, and add that to the crafting patterns. Okay, so now it shouldn't be missing anything that it needs to craft. Yes, okay. Nothing missing on the missing tab now. So, and to help it along, I think I am going to take some of that quartz that's in here, just a couple stacks of it, and go ahead and cook those up. What is it? What's this one cooking? Oh, it's cooking up all the yellorium dust. I figured I didn't really need to craft this on demand. I just got so much yellorium dust that was built up, I went ahead and just told that furnace to just go ahead and craft it all. So I'll put that one on to making some silicon too, because I'm going to need a lot of silicon for all of these parts for this storage piece. Well, moving right along, I think Soul Sound is going to be one of the ones I do soon, or work on completing, but I believe I'm going to get a bunch of soul sand when I do my quarry in the Nether. So if I grab the Ender Quarry, and I'm going to need a Tesseract, and that is one of the things I've taught my system how to build. It uses this device over here by sending. Oh, it's still. Why has it got redstone frames there? Interesting. Oh, because I logged off before it was completed a previous crafting thing, so keep an eye on that. Why is it not making a frame? Frame, what's it saying here? Oh, because it needs to make hardened glass first. So as soon as it makes the hardened glass, it'll send that through, which is probably... Which one has the hardened glass recipe? Not that one. That would be here, lead, and it's probably pulverizing some obsidian, or trying to. Do I have pulverized obsidian as a recipe? That might be an issue. It looks like I do not, so let's teach it that real quick. Or just go ahead and throw a stack of obsidian in the pulverizer for now. And then I will teach it to be able to make that in the future. Let's see, 4 obsidian. And that's going to come from one. Clear that out. 1 obsidian is going to make 4 pulverized. No, it's going to make 4 pulp. I hate it when it does that. Come on. 4. There we go. 4. Jeez. Pain in the butt sometimes working with that interface. So there we go. Now it should be able to recognize how to make obsidian. And why is this not crafting it yet? Oh, I know why it decided it didn't want to do it. What's it need? 8? Yeah, it needs 8. Because it put the lead in there, and I have it set to not put anything in there. If there's something in the inventory, then it goes and doesn't put anything in there. So it basically it has to be able to put them in there at the same time in order for it not to. So there we go. Now it's working. Give it a little boot in the pants, and it's should have my Tesseract here in a second now. And Tesseract. You just gotta wait for the for it to fill, and it should. There it is. Tesseract, ready to go. So I got Tesseract and Ender Quarry, and I'm gonna need a bunch of fence. And I think it has to be standard fence. So I got 3. I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna need. I want 4 stacks of fence. I don't know. I need the basic fence. Okay, 4 stacks of fence, an Ender Quarry, and a Tesseract. I am ready to go to the Nether. Yeah, everything's good and charged up. I have no worries there. So, I'm gonna take the traditional route. I think my stuff should stay working over here because I have a loader. Oh, you gotta get rid of. Why are these guys always waiting for me here? Always waiting for me. Oh, potion of flight. Gonna want to fly up to the topmost area. And if I look at my map, well, I don't want to go that direction. I want to go away from where I have the yeah, away from where I have the pump. And I'm gonna use this right here because I want to go yeah, I want to use my lines because I want to go up. I'm gonna come over this way a little bit. I'm gonna go up right in the corner. I don't know what's that? Nether coal. Okay. Just keep going up till I come up to some. There it is. Bedrock ceiling. And clear a little bit of space for me to stand. And go on this direction. And I'll go out this way at least about 64. I'm not sure how many chunks that is. It's many chunks. It's a good way to level up your pickaxe, which it just got self-repair on it. That's pretty nice. Okay, shouldn't need. Got the flight going, and now let's see. I want to start. Well, let's see. 64 would be 4 chunks, right? 1, 16, and so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I want to go this way, 64. This thing just murders this netherrack like crazy. It's great. I'm surprised I haven't seen any hellfish. I definitely have things turned on for them to spawn, so maybe it's because, well, it can be because of torch, because that never really affected them before. So I must be just getting lucky and not hitting me, which is fine by me. Let's see, see, I've probably gone further than I needed to now. Just make sure that I got my 4 chunks here. Oh yeah, I went way further than I needed to. So there's 1, and then 2. This would be 3. Here's 4. So right here is going to be my corner. So if I go this way, 4 chunks, I should be able to have just the right amount of fence. Getting a little bit better at aiming this thing. Trying not to make them little divots that I get stuck in. And almost done. Oh yeah, I went way further than I needed to again. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this would be one of my corners right here. Should be able to get this all put in. Okay, I'll be back after I finish up this fencing. Okay, so I've finished up my fence. I jumped back over and grabbed a unbound warp page because I made a little area up here so that I can bind this spot. So if I make this the Quarry and go ahead and add that one to the warp book. Alright, so I need to put my ender quarry right here. Well, I could put it anywhere on this fence line. I'm putting it right here on the corner for now, and if I click it, successfully established boundaries. Excellent. So this is going to do a 4x4 number of chunks. Now I just need to get some power, and I can go ahead and put that right there and set it to main. I want it to send items. Doesn't need to do anything with fluid, and receive energy. So go ahead and activate that, and this should start working. Yep, as you can see, it's going through and scanning some blocks. So now if I just go ahead and warp back to home, and I can retract my bridge now. Don't need that. Extended. And if I look in here, I should start seeing a big increase in the netherrack. Yeah, it's going up. And I'm going to get a bunch of nether stuff. Of course, most of the ores are going to just get automatically processed into the high oven because it's already set up to accept pretty much every nether ore that I could imagine getting. And any other of the nether stuff should go right into the system. Go ahead and empty out my digger's pack that it filled up with netherrack while I was over there, while I was clearing out the spots for the fence. So yeah, that should help with a few of these hoarding quests. Maybe. At least get me a little bit of soul sand. Probably not going to get me what I need to total. But it's going to do something else for me, because when the ender quarry clears out area, whatever it clears, which is all that netherrack, it's going to turn it into dirt. So if I jump back over, that's the wrong book. If I jump back over to the nether, somewhere around, and you can see that it's starting to generate a bunch of the little bug guys up in there. I see, well yeah, right here you can see dirt, where it's just starting to clear out stuff. So I will need to occasionally, while this is running, because it's making those ender, the nether fish stuff, the little guys, nasty little guys, I will need to come over here and load different area of the Nether to get them to disappear. Now, again, wrong book. Fortunately, I have a blaze spawner that's like way far away from here, already marked. So if I come over to here, all those fish should go away. Now if I go back to my main Nether spot, they did not. Not sure why not. Maybe they're just outside of a loaded chunk. Not sure. They look like they're moving around up in there. So, well, anyway, it's going to produce a bunch of them little guys up in there. I like the new. I see that the new texture pack also fixed the Nether ores with some nicer textures. That's good. That's very good. So I'm just going to head back to the home and work on my next quest. I wonder how this is working out. How many clear glass we got. Oh, it's about halfway done. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all, in fact. So, let's see here. Check my quest. What other one could I possibly work on? I already did the not the end. Smith. Let's see. What one could dirt is not going to be a thing I can do immediately. I guess what I could do is set up. Well, I already did the pistons. Sands of Time. I could do that one. Double compressed sand. I think for that I would probably want to teach my system to make that stuff. And let's see, how's it doing on this? It's working its way through it. Kinda slowly. Looks like it's used up. Has it used up all that silicon that I processed for it? Apparently it has. Wow. So yeah, it's going to take a lot more silicon, apparently. Unfortunately, I set up the nether quarry to get, that's probably going to bring in a bunch more nether quartz, which is what I currently am using to make silicon automatically. So I need to set up sand. There we go. And it looks like I have some compressed sand. That's good, actually. So probably from way back when I was having an excess of it. If I take some sand over here and go encode compressed sand and encode double compressed sand, those two recipes, I believe it's just double compressed that I need. Toss those into the system and look at here. Yes, I need double compressed. Select that task. Oop, well, I don't want that there. Throw away some vinegar if I had any in there. Compressed sand. So I need to tell it to craft. Just go ahead and tell it to craft a bunch of that. Oh, I don't need triple. I don't even know if it can do triple. But I want to tell it this to export the double compressed sand. And this should already be set to craft if it runs out. That's going in, and let's check on quest progress. It's moving right along. I'm not sure. I might have enough sand in the system to go ahead and complete that. Looks like it's taking the sand levels down now. Oh yeah, it's just a crafting it right along. Using up sand real quick. Oh, and it's done. Excellent. Very good. And I still actually have some left, so that's good. I need more sand for, okay, because it's pushing sand up into the make glass too, so I can claim my reward. So at least I got one quest done this episode. Maybe I can get another one. What was a good and a legendary? Oh, okay. Save those for the very end, although I think I might be getting close to the end already because I've been just kind of killing time, I guess, waiting for some of this other stuff to finish. If I look at the quest book now, that's one more of these done. What else can I get set up today? Dirt collection, I'm not gonna get that one done. This one's working. So Cobble Gen Madness, I guess I better start on that if I ever intend to get it done. So for Cobble Gen Madness, I'm going to need igneous extruders. A lot of igneous extruders. So I'm just going to teach the system to make those. Igneous extruder. Whoops, I need regular glass to fix that recipe in there. Glass, and I got a bunch of this extra that got made. Okay, so that should work. Go ahead and encode that. I believe all these subparts are already in the system, I hope. So if I look at igneous extruder, I am going to want a stack of these. I'm actually going to want 2 stacks of these. So I'm going to let those craft up, and it's probably stuck on something already. I apparently never taught it pneumatic servos. Okay, so that's no problem. So I've got probably a ton of silver, and if I come over here to, let's see, that would be silver there and there, and I believe redstone in the middle. Redstone, yes, that will give me pneumatic servos. So there's my recipe for that. I'm going to use silver for it because I have an abundance of it. I'm not sure that I need it for a bunch of other things, so may as well use it up for that, right? So look back in here. Now it can handle making all the things, and it is just buzzing right through those. So igneous extruders, and then I'm going to need some ducks. I'm going to need let's see, craft me a stack of those, which that's going to go over to there and start crafting through there. And I'm going to need some pneumatics extras crafted. I'm going to need a half a stack, but I'm just going to start with a stack. And then I'm going to put this together and I will be back to show you the result. Okay, so I've gotten at least half of it done, and I want to show what I'm doing. I'm just now go ahead and put in the lava. I've already put the water in all of this side. And as soon as I put in lava, it's going to start working and making cobblestone and sending it down the pipe and the impulse storage duct behind it into the deep storage unit here. Yeah, you can see it's already starting to fill up some. So I'm going to end up with 64 on each side. This is all within the load chunk area. So if I do go visit the Nether, this will keep working. And then I think this is pretty much where I'm going to wrap it up, because I'll finish the rest of this off camera. But I did want to show part of it being done and working. And next time I come back, that'll be all finished up. And I wanted to open my reward bags before I wrap up this episode. So let's see what I got. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more quests done this time through. So I got a legendary. Good. Let's open the good one first to see if it is actually good. Wow. That is actually good. A jetpack. Okay. Cool. And open this one up. Very nice reward, diamond stuff. Okay, that would have been very useful early game, but not so useful at this stage. So go ahead and toss that in there. And to wrap up this episode, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, let me know what I could do better next time, maybe. Catch you later.